And back here at home, the exclusion of Toronto police officers have spawned this. This is the First Responders Unity Festival. We're here at Winchester Park. As you take a look around, it's a little bit sparse, and it has been all day long, though. As you can see, there's also performers here behind us on the little makeshift stage. Now, many here today, though, have taken a pass on the festivities on the main Pride Parade, and they're standing with Toronto Police.
Everybody should walk with pride, especially the LGBT police who support us and protect us and risk their lives every day. It's outrageous to exclude them from the parade.
With their signs in hand, Audrey Koyumjan and Carol Pasternak have been a couple for 15 years. After years of marching in the Pride Parade, this year they're sitting it out.
This is the first year we've felt a need to protest. Every other year we've celebrated who we are, but we were just so upset at the method that the police were excluded and the fact that they were excluded.
This was the scene last year as Black Lives Matter Toronto staged a sit-in, derailing the parade until a list of demands were met, including the removal of uniformed Toronto police participation at Pride.
What we are seeing in the 2017 experience of Pride is a much more inclusive Pride, a Pride that is available and accessible for more people from our communities.
There will be those who argue that it's been made less accessible because police and some first responders are not welcome at the parade. What would you say to that?
Well, what we would say is, we should be less concerned about that conversation and more concerned about, a lot of our first responders leaving and going to New York City. I wouldn't want to be associated with the NYPD. Let me put it that way. There's been a history of targeted policing that has been well documented.
Today in the streets of Manhattan, some Toronto police officers were wearing Thank You NYC Pride t-shirts. Others in uniform took to the streets with banners in hand. Even a Canadian Pride flag was found among the tens of thousands in the crowd. And yes, they did walk with the NYPD. Toronto cops telling City News their colleagues in the Big Apple were gracious hosts.
There's an unaddressed issue here, and we all know what it is.
Showing his support at the Unity Festival this morning, Mayor Tory confirmed both Toronto Police and Pride are talking to try to resolve long-standing issues.
I want police officers to be in the Pride Parade, and I'm confident they will be next year.
The one group says they're still waiting for their invite to the table to join the discussion.
We're still waiting for a chance to meet with Mayor John Tory. We've been waiting since March of 2016. I think that we've heard a lot of requests for dialogue, and I think that what Black and racialized communities are asking for right now is action. We will stop every parade if we need to be able to address the systemic anti-Blackness.
And Black Lives Matter tried to do just that, briefly halting the Pride Parade in New York City today. Now, earlier I spoke with organizers who say they hope this is the first and last First Responders Unity Festival. We're going to hear from them a little later on City News. We're also going to hear from the Commissioner of the NYPD as he addressed Toronto Police today.